Wow, just look at this design. Isn't it beautiful? And just have a look at this 3D printer simulator. And also this fully functional operating system which works just like Windows 11 but in web. So just have a look at this. All of these high quality demos were created by this 100% free AI model which is called Qwen 3.6 plus. I'll show you all of these demos in detail, but first let's just have a look at this new AI model released by Alibaba just now, and it's called Qwen 3.6, and this AI model has 1 million context window, which is amazing. And right now it is available 100% for free on OpenRouter. You can also access this AI model 100% for free on OpenCode, but in this video I'll just show you that how you can use it inside VS Code using kilocodes. But first let's just talk about the demos that we just created using this AI model. So this high quality luxury landing page was created with just one single prompt. I did not provide any images or anything. It created this really nice looking high quality landing page by just one single prompt. And here is the prompt that you can see I gave it in here inside kilocode, and it executed this entire task in literally just one go. The entire task was completed, and you can see it costed me $0 because I'm using this AI model 100% for free through OpenRouter. But it's a proper professional landing page. Just have a look at all of these different components on this landing page. All the animations and everything look smooth. It doesn't look like AI slop. It doesn't look like randomly generated by some random AI code editor. It looks like proper, well planned, professional landing page. Then this operating system, which is like a Windows 11 operating system with this like nice, cool, smooth animations, and with all these other built-in tools inside this operating system. And all of these tools are, by the way, fully functional, and this tool was built with just one single prompt, by the way. So this is the simple prompt that I gave it. I asked it to create a fully functional operating system just like Windows 11, and it should be a functional web-based operating system. And you can see it created this operating system with even fully functional browser as well. So it has a browser. So there is a browser inside my browser right now, and you can see this browser right now is fully functional. You can just open any website. Also, there is a terminal that it created inside this operating system. Then there is this recycle bin, and everything is fully functional. Then there is this 3D printer simulator that you can see. It looks really nice as well, but it's a proper 3D printer simulator. You can see all of these print settings. Even it shows the temperature. It like runs like a proper regular 3D printer. Just have a look at this. You can see it is printing it. Let me just increase the quality. Let me just increase the speed. So just have a look at the print speed. You can see it is doing this print. So it's a proper functional 3D printer, by the way, and it is showing us the real-time temperature based on the speed that we have, and also the current status, the full log, and also the complete status of the 3D printing as well. So you can see it is fully functional. This too was just created by a simple prompt, and there was no error during the execution of this task. It completed this task in literally just one command. So for a limited time, you can of course use this AI model absolutely for free. You can just go to kilocode, sign up, and then just go to settings, and then just like create an OpenRouter account, provide your API key from OpenRouter, and then just select this AI model, and then you are going to use it absolutely for free. There, I did not face any rate limiting yet, but you can face some sort of like rate limiting. But let's just give it some other tasks to create something else, something more sophisticated, something maybe like a mobile application. So let's just see if it can actually create something serious, some like basic design of a mobile application. So I'm just going to give it a simple prompt. I will not even set up an empty Expo project. So what I'll do, I'll simply just give it a prompt, create an Uber style mobile application inside React Native Expo that allows users to request rides and track their location in real time. So for now, just create the high quality design. Do not create any backend. Just create high quality front end design for this mobile application. So this is a simple prompt, and let's just see the capability of this AI model, which with 1 million context window. So let's just see how it actually works. So first, it should create an empty Expo project. So after that, you can see this is the to-do list that it has created for itself. The first task is to initialize React Native Expo project. The second task is to install required dependencies. The third task is to create project folder structure and then build all of the screens. So you can see this is the command that it is going to run to create an folder which is called Uber clone application, and then it is going to create basically an Expo project. So there it is. Now it is going to enter inside the folder, and now we can see it has created an empty Expo application by running this command. Now it is going to create this application. So that's amazing. So there you go, you can see the application is being created, the directory is being created here. You can see it is setting up everything in here. So let's just wait for it to finish creating the initial folder structure for this application, and once that is done, then we'll see that how it is going to create the design. So apparently the creation of the empty project has been completed, and now you can see it is installing the dependencies for this project. So far there is no error, there was no issue. It was just like one command that I gave it, and just like the other example projects that I showed you, it is going to execute this task on its own, and hopefully will not face any rate limiting during the development of this project. So that's just mind-blowing. So you can see it has just updated the first two tasks. The first one was to initialize the React Native Expo project. The second one is to install the required dependencies. The third one is to now to create project folder structure that it is doing right now. I'll just press run, and now it is going to create this project folder structure. And there you go, you can see already it has started updating this theme.js file, and basically now it has started creating the all of the front-end design for this project. So let's just wait for it to finish this task, and once it is ready and once the app will be running, and also if you'll face any issue during the execution of this task, I'll show that to you as well. Okay, so there you go, our task is fully completed, and let me just show you the complete history of the execution of this task. And you can see this entire task was completed without any error in the entire execution. I still have not seen the app yet, but I hope the design will be good as well. But you can see the entire task was completed, fully executed without any problem, without any issues. So let's just see if the design is up to the mark or not. By the way, we did not define any design reference, we did not give any design reference, so hopefully the design is good. So apparently when I open this in localhost, so this is the error that we get. So let me just provide this error. So I've just asked it to fix this error. So by the way, we can easily just run this application and then run it on our Android phone as well, even iOS as well. But let me just see if there is an issue. So apparently there was an issue inside package.json file. So let's just see if it can solve this error. And now it is basically going to run, is trying to install these packages for React DOM and React Native Web. So hopefully there will be no error. So I'm trying to run it for Android directly. So let's just see if it can open an Android emulator. Okay, so hopefully, I think I do have an emulator. Yeah, I have Android Studio installed, so I have an emulator installed as well. Otherwise, what we'll do, we'll just run it for web. Oh, it needs to update some packages for Android Studio. Okay, so rather than running it on emulator, because it's gonna take some time, so I am just going to run it on my phone. I have just run this npx expo start, and I'm just going to run this on my phone. So let's just see if it loads properly. I don't know if you can see it or not, and I highly doubt that I'll be able to share my screen because it's not very important, but I could in fact just open it on web to show you a web view. So this is how it looks like, but you can see the map component won't work in here, and other than that, it has created this basic design. It's a really basic design, by the way. I don't like it, but it's okay-ish. I mean, it completed this task in first attempt to create this basic design. We can now ask it to enhance the design, but overall it did kind of good job to, you can see, I mean, to create this basic design. So you can see all these components are in here. I can simply click on confirm, and you can see the driver is arriving in 4 minutes. And the driver, this particular screen, there is no backend of course involved, but this is just like the basic design for an Uber application. Of course the map component is not loading. You can for sure carry on from here and enhance the overall design, create authentication system, and create a backend. But overall, all of the tasks, all these 4 tasks that I showed you, were created within just like with one single prompt, and it costed us nothing. It costed us $0. So you can definitely go ahead, give it a try, and let me know in the comment section what you think about this amazing new AI model.